Align first, then ask. The secret to receiving what you want. Before anything comes into your life, the money, the opportunity, the relationship, the healing, there is one law that governs it all. You must be aligned before you ask. You see, most people go straight to asking. They plead, they beg, they visualize, they repeat affirmations. But deep down, they're still vibrating in lack, doubt, desperation. And so the universe doesn't hear their words, it hears their energy. This is the secret high achievers and conscious creators understand. You don't receive what you want, you receive what you are in harmony with. When your inner world is aligned, when your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions are in divine agreement, you become a powerful magnet. In this speech, we'll walk through 10 transformational steps to help you align first, so that when you finally ask, your desire doesn't get denied, it gets delivered. Clear the static. Purify your inner frequency. Before the universe can deliver your desire, it first checks your signal. And if your signal is filled with fear, doubt, or confusion, then no matter how many times you ask, your request gets lost in the noise. To align first, you must begin by doing what most people skip, clearing the static within you. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Because manifestation doesn't begin with action, it begins with alignment, and alignment begins with clearing space. You can't receive with clenched fists. Imagine trying to grab a blessing with your hands full of past pain, resentment, unworthiness, or overthinking. You're asking for something new, but you haven't yet released what no longer serves. This is where alignment begins, by releasing the old story that says I'm not worthy. The belief that it always goes wrong for me. The anxiety that whispers, what if I ask and don't receive? All of this is static, and as long as it fills your energy field, it interferes with your ability to receive clearly. You must come into resonance with your truth, not your trauma. Alignment isn't just calm, it's clarity. Some people think being aligned just means feeling peaceful. But it's deeper than that. True alignment means, and you expect it to arrive without needing to force it. That level of alignment can't exist in confusion, self-doubt, or guilt. That's why the first step is purification, not perfection, but clarity. Ask yourself, what thoughts and feelings am I carrying right now that do not support the version of me who already has what I desire? Then write them down, and one by one choose to release them, through breath, through forgiveness, through declaration. Identify the static in your energy field. Here's how you know you're out of alignment. You feel tight in your body when you think about your goal. You say affirmations but feel fake when you say them. You visualize the dream but fear it will never happen. You compare yourself to others who seem ahead of you. You secretly believe success happens to other people. This is energetic interference, not because you're wrong or broken, but because you've been conditioned by fear. To align, you must return to your original signal: faith, love, and knowing. Clean out the clutter, internally and externally. Your outer world reflects your inner world. If your space is chaotic, your energy often is too. Take time to clean up your physical environment, not because it's spiritual, but because clarity breeds clarity. Clean your room, organize your desk, delete digital clutter. Let go of clothes, objects, or messages that carry old energy. Every time you release what no longer resonates, you make room for what does. And every item you clear becomes a symbol of a new belief. I am no longer who I was. I'm making space for who I am becoming. Forgive to clear emotional debris. One of the most powerful ways to clear energetic static is through forgiveness. Not because others deserve it, but because you do. Holding resentment is like keeping a vibration of bitterness inside you, and wondering why love and money don't want to enter. To align with your highest good, you must release the parent who didn't support you, the friend who betrayed you, the job that drained you, the version of you who messed up in the past. Forgiveness doesn't make what happened okay. It declares, I am done letting this pain block my power. And in doing so, you reclaim your freedom and your frequency. Use breath and presence to reset. In any moment, if you feel scattered, uncertain, or full of noise, come back to your breath. Why? Because the breath anchors you to now, and now is the only place alignment can live. Take 3 deep breaths. Right. Inhale, receive peace. Exhale, release fear. Inhale, receive clarity. Exhale, release resistance. Inhale, receive, trust. Exhale, let go. You just shifted your energy. That's how powerful you are. Alignment doesn't take hours, it takes intention. Speak the static out loud. Then cancel it. Most people never speak their fears out loud. They keep them trapped inside, where they echo and grow. But when you bring your hidden doubts into the light, they lose their grip. Say it. They ask. I feel afraid to ask, because I've failed before. Now declare, that may have been true before. But I am not my past. I am choosing alignment now. When you name the static, you neutralize it. And when you speak your truth with boldness, you begin tuning your frequency to divine reception. What you clear, you make room for the goal of this step is not to fix yourself, it's to clear yourself. So you can remember the truth that's already inside you. That you are worthy. That you are powerful. That you are guided. That what you desire is not random, it's divine. The only thing ever blocking your good is the noise that said you couldn't have it. And you don't fight the noise, you rise above it. With stillness. With breath. With choice. Final thoughts on step 1. Before you ask, before you affirm, before you visualize, clear the static. Because when your signal is clean, your energy becomes magnetic. You no longer beg for blessings, you broadcast your readiness to receive them. So today, take a moment. Breathe, reflect, forgive, declutter, and declare this to yourself. I release what no longer serves. I return to clarity. I am aligned with what I desire. I am ready to receive. The first step isn't asking, it's aligning. And now, you're ready for more. 2. Become a match, embody the energy of what you want. In the universal system of manifestation, there is one law that always prevails. You do not get what you want. You get what you are. You can desire success, abundance, love, and healing all day long, but unless you're a vibrational match for those things, they won't flow into your experience. This is where most people get stuck. They think manifestation is about words, when in reality, it's about identity. If you want more, you must become more. If you want to receive, you must first resonate. In this step, we explore how to become a living embodiment of the frequency you wish to attract. Because when you shift your inner energy, your outer reality has no choice but to respond. Stop wanting, start being. The more you want something, the more you affirm to the universe that you don't have it. Think about that. When you say, I am abundant, I am love, I am free, you become magnetic. The first one repels, the second one draws in. So the key is to stop wanting and start embodying. Feel, walk, and speak as if what you desire is already within you, because spiritually, it is. Use your imagination as a creative power, not an escape. Your imagination isn't meant for daydreaming or fantasy. It's meant for programming your frequency. Most people use their imagination to escape reality. Millionaire minds use it to create reality. So begin asking yourself, what does it feel like to have what I've asked for? What does the version of me who already has this think about each day? How does that version walk, talk, rest, and respond? Then start becoming that now. You're not pretending. You're activating your future self. Emotional alignment is the true magnet. Manifestation responds not to your words, but to your emotion. Emotions are energy in motion. They are the frequency you're constantly broadcasting, and they create the energetic blueprint your life follows. So if you're saying, I believe in abundance, but your emotions are filled with anxiety, jealousy, or unworthiness, you're out of alignment. Ask yourself, what emotions align with the reality I want? Usually it's peace, confidence, gratitude, joy, relief. Practice feeling those emotions now, even before anything changes. Why? Because when you feel it first, the universe sees you as a match. Speak as the future you would speak. Your words are powerful because they either reinforce your current reality or call in a new one. So ask, how would I speak if I already had what I've asked for? Would you constantly talk about how things never work out for you? Would you complain about your circumstances? Would you doubt your ability? No, you would speak, from calm, from clarity, from confidence. So begin to speak from that version of you. Say, I trust everything is unfolding perfectly. Opportunities are finding me now. My energy is aligned with abundance. What I seek is also seeking me. When your language matches your desired reality, your life catches up fast. Behave as if the outcome is guaranteed. Alignment isn't passive. It includes action, and the most powerful action you can take is to behave as if your success is already inevitable. That doesn't mean forcing things. It means choosing actions that reflect faith, not fear. For example, if you believed money was coming, would you still obsessively worry? If you trusted love was aligned for you, would you chase emotionally unavailable people? If you knew your breakthrough was next, would you procrastinate today? No, you would act differently. You would show up with certainty. So start now. Dress for the part. Speak to your audience. Build the business. Write the book. Practice the skill. Because every aligned action sends a message. I'm not waiting. I'm ready. Drop the timeline. Hold the identity. Impatience is a sign of misalignment. It means you're still looking at the absence of your desire. Millionaires don't panic when results aren't instant, because their identity is stable. They know the outcome is guaranteed. They've already shifted internally, so the rest is just a matter of time. So don't obsess over when it comes. Just hold the who, the person you've decided to become. The universe responds faster to a consistent identity than a desperate request. Daily alignment practices. To stay in alignment, develop daily rituals that reinforce your energetic map. Here are a few. Morning visualization. See and feel your desired reality for 5-10 minutes. Emotional journaling. Write as your future self, with gratitude, power, and clarity. Affirmations. Speak your truth boldly. I am wealthy. I am worthy. I am aligned. Physical posture. Walk tall. Breathe deep. Stand like someone who owns their worth. Micro decisions. At every small choice, ask, what would the abundant version of me do? Small, consistent alignment is more powerful than one big moment of motivation. Become the vibration, and the reality will follow. The secret is not to chase what you want. It's to become the energy of it, and then allow it to come to you. When you're aligned, you don't hustle from fear, you move from flow. You don't prove, you express. You don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you become. That's the power of energetic alignment. Final thoughts on step 2. So today, shift your question from how do I get what I want? Because when you become that person now, you collapse time, you dissolve resistance, you magnetize miracles. You don't ask the universe to change your reality. You change your vibration, and reality has no choice but to obey. Become the match, and what you want will match. 3. Ask from alignment, not from anxiety. Now that you've cleared the static and become an energetic match, you're finally ready to do what most people rush into first, ask. But this is where everything shifts. Because aligned asking is not begging, it's not pleading, and it's definitely not asking with fear. It's asking with confidence, certainty, and a deep inner knowing that says, what I've asked for is already mine. It's already on the way. The energy you ask from determines what you receive. If you ask while still feeling unworthy, unsure, or stressed, you cancel out the very frequency you've worked to build. So in this step, we'll focus on how to ask from a place of alignment, not anxiety. So your desires aren't just sent into the universe, they are delivered. The universe responds to certainty, not confusion. Have you ever placed an order at a restaurant? You don't say, maybe I'll have the soup, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't deserve it. What if it's not available? You simply decide, I'll take the soup. And what happens? The server doesn't question your worthiness. They bring you what you asked for. The universe works the same way. It doesn't respond to begging. It responds to clarity, intention, and expectation. So when you ask, be specific, be grounded, be emotionally aligned. You're not convincing the universe. You're aligning with a law that says, ask, and it is given, but only when you truly believe it is. Don't ask from desperation. Ask from faith. Let's say you ask for more money. If your internal state is, that's not aligned asking. Aligned asking sounds like, I am abundant, and I now allow more financial flow into my life. I trust that what I ask for is on its way. I am a match for wealth, and I joyfully welcome it. Notice the difference. It's the energy behind the words that makes all the difference. Declare, don't doubt. Aligned asking is a declaration, not a doubtful wish. When you say, because, if it's not too much trouble, if I'm worthy enough, I hope this might happen. You're watering down your request, you're signaling uncertainty. Aligned beings declare boldly, because, this is mine, I'm already living in the vibration of it. This is not arrogance, it's spiritual authority, knowing that you're not hoping, you're activating. You're activating. Use present tense language. One of the simplest yet most powerful shifts in asking is changing your tense. Instead of saying, because, I want to be healthy, I hope I find love, say, because, I am healthy and whole now. I am surrounded by love in every form. This doesn't mean you're lying to yourself. It means you're speaking the language of alignment, the language of the universe. Because the universe doesn't operate on someday, it operates in now. When you ask in the present tense, you call your desire into the present moment, where it can begin manifest. Visualize while you ask. Words are powerful, but visualization is the amplifier. When you ask, don't just say the words. See what you're asking for. Feel it, taste it, walk around in it. If you're asking for a new home, visualize yourself walking through the front. If you're asking for a business breakthrough, imagine receiving the email that says, you're funded. If you're asking for healing, see yourself moving freely, laughing, energized. Combine your asking with a rich emotional image, and your request becomes unshakably real in your subconscious. And once your subconscious believes it, manifestation speeds up dramatically. Ask once. Align daily. Here's another key. You don't need to keep repeating your request over and over. That's not faith, that's fear, pretending to be persistence. When you're aligned, you don't ask repeatedly, you align repeatedly. Ask once, clearly, powerfully, with certainty. Then spend your energy on staying in the frequency of having it. Every time you visualize it, speak about it, or feel gratitude for it, you're watering the seed. But if you keep digging it up to check if it's working, you interrupt the process. So trust, the moment you asked in alignment, it was heard. Gratitude is the fuel. After asking, shift immediately into gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a nice feeling, it's a signal. It tells the universe, I trust it's already mine. I'm acting like it's already done. I'm not desperate. I'm thankful. This is one of the most powerful ways to magnetize your desires. So after every request, say, because, thank you that it's already done. Thank you that my desire is fulfilled. Thank you for showing me how real this already is. You will start noticing signs, opportunities, and synchronicities flowing fast. Because gratitude aligns your spirit with receiving. Let go of how and when. This might be the hardest part. Release the how and the when. Your job is to ask and align. The universe's job is to orchestrate the timing and method. If you obsess about how it will come, you invite doubt. If you stress about when, you create resistance. Aligned asking says, I trust it's happening in the most perfect way. I don't need to know how, I just need to stay ready. Faith is not passive, it's powerful. It's the invisible bridge between your desire and your destiny. Then final thoughts on step 3. Asking is sacred, when it's done from alignment. So remember, because, don't ask from lack. Don't beg the universe to notice you. Don't repeat yourself in fear. Instead, because, declare with certainty. Instead, declare with certainty. Ask in the now. Visualize with clarity. Give thanks in advance. And most importantly, trust. You don't need to scream louder for the universe to hear you. You just need to speak in its language. Certainty, emotion, belief. So right now, take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and ask, from a place of love, from a space of power, I now claim what is mine. I am aligned, I am ready, and I say yes. That is how the aligned, and that is how the universe responds. 4. Let it go. Release the need to control. You've cleared the static. You've become the vibrational match. You've asked with certainty, clarity, and faith. Now comes the part that feels most uncomfortable for many. The power. Letting go. This step is not about giving up. It's about giving over, turning your desire over to the higher laws of the universe. and allowing the unfolding to happen in perfect timing and in perfect form. Letting go is not passive, it's powerful. Because when you let go of control, you activate trust, and trust is what triggers manifestation. Control is fear wearing a mask. Let's be honest, the need to control, to micromanage the how and when, is just fear in disguise. It's the ego saying, if I don't control it, it won't happen. If I'm not obsessing over it, I'll miss my chance. If I let go, maybe the universe will forget me. But this kind of control chokes the flow. The tighter you hold on, the more you signal, I don't trust the process. I don't believe it will happen unless I force it. And when you radiate that energy, you block the very thing you're asking for. The law is simple. The lie is simple. What you chase, you push away. What you allow, you attract. Letting go is an energetic surrender. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop obsessing. It means you move from trying to make it happen to trusting that it is happening. It's choosing peace over pressure. It's saying, I've planted the seed. I've aligned my energy. Now I allow the harvest to come in its season. That energetic surrender opens space for the universe to do what you cannot see. And in that space, miracles occur. You feel anxious when things aren't moving fast. You replay worst-case scenarios in your mind. You question your worthiness if results are delayed. You compare yourself to others and feel behind. These are all symptoms of control energy. They come from thinking the universe runs on your schedule or logic, when in fact, it operates on divine intelligence. Your job is not to figure out how. Your job is to stay aligned and available. Detachment is not disinterest. There's a myth that in order to manifest, you must be completely detached, as if you no longer care. But that's not what real detachment is. True detachment means you have strong intention, but you're not emotionally dependent on the outcome. You love the vision, but you're not ruled by it. It's saying, this or something better. If it's meant for me, it can't miss me. I trust the unfolding, even if I don't yet understand it. This creates space, and in space, the quantum field reorganizes to meet your vibration. Letting go of the timeline. One of the hardest parts of this step is releasing your attachment to when it will happen. We are conditioned to live on clocks, deadlines, and impatience. But in the realm of manifestation, time works differently. Delays are not denials, they are refinements. They are gestation periods where your desire is being shaped in unseen ways. So if the thing you asked for hasn't arrived yet, it doesn't mean it's not coming. It may mean it's not yet aligned. Something better is on the way. You're still growing into the version of you who can hold it. Or it's already here, but you need new eyes to see it. The moment you release the timeline, you reclaim your inner peace. And peace is one of the highest manifesting frequencies available. Live as if it's already handled. When you truly let go, you begin to live like it's already done. You stop constantly thinking about it. You stop worrying. You stop trying to manipulate the peace. You wake up, breathe deeply, and say, it's already mine. I've done my part. The rest is unfolding in perfection. This mindset doesn't make you passive. It makes you powerful. You move from victim to co-creator. You stop chasing and start receiving. You take inspired actions, not to get the thing, but because you're already in the flow of it. Letting go opens the door to synchronicity. When you let go, you allow the magic of the universe to work for you. Suddenly, you meet the right person, by accident. An email shows up at the perfect time. A new idea drops into your heart during meditation. A door you didn't even see opens in front of you. These are not coincidences. They are the echoes of your alignment, responding to your release. When you stop trying to control, you open the door to divine coordination, the unseen forces working in your favor, rituals to help you let go. Letting go is a daily decision, not a one-time. Here are some rituals to reinforce this step. Let go. Release affirmations. I trust the timing of my life. Everything I desire is already on its way. I surrender control and allow flow. Burn it. Burn the paper safely, saying, I now release this to higher wisdom. Water practice. While showering or washing hands, imagine releasing the tension and saying, I let go of what I can't control. Daily breathwork or meditation. Focus on exhaling fear and inhaling peace. Let your body remind your mind that everything is okay now. These rituals train your nervous system to trust even in uncertainty. Final thoughts on step 4. Letting go is not the end of the process, it's the gateway to receive. When you release the urge to control, you make room for things to happen faster, smoother, and bigger than you imagined. So today, loosen your grip. Say out loud, I have asked, I am aligned, I let go, and now, I allow. The moment you truly let go, the flow begins. 5. Live in the feeling. Occupy the state of fulfillment now. Once you've asked and let go, you may feel like you're supposed to wait, like you're just standing still hoping things arrive. But alignment doesn't mean waiting passively. It means living actively in the emotional state of your fulfilled desire before the evidence appears. Because here's a powerful truth, you are never waiting for the thing. You're waiting to match the feeling of having it. The universe is not responding to your timeline, it's responding to your internal atmosphere. So in this step, you'll learn how to dwell in the vibration of your answered prayer, even if your 5 senses haven't caught up yet. This is the art of occupying the state of the wish fulfilled, and it's one of the most magnetic powers you can access. You're not manifesting the thing, you're manifesting the feeling. Let's be honest, you don't just want money, love, success, or healing. You want how you think those things will make you feel. You want money because you think it will make you feel safe, free, or empowered. You want love because you believe it will make you feel worthy, seen, cherished. You want success because you think it will bring confidence, peace, and joy. So stop chasing the condition and start embodying the feeling behind it. This is how you collapse time. When you live in the feeling now, you tell the universe, I'm already aligned, I'm already ready. Deliver it in the form that matches this state. The state comes first, then the evidence follows. Most people say, I'll feel abundant when I see the money. I'll feel confident once I'm successful. I'll feel love when the relationship arrives. But that's back. The law of vibration says, you must feel it first, then you will see it. You don't wait to feel worthy, you decide to feel worthy. You don't wait to feel abundant, you align with abundance emotionally, now. As you sustain that emotional state, life must shift to reflect it. Your outer world is always a mirror of your inner environment. How to activate the state of the wish fulfilled. Here's how to begin living in the state of your answered prayer. Visualize your ideal reality as a present moment experience. Close your eyes. Breathe. Imagine it's already yours. See it. Feel it. Walk through it in your mind. Use multi-sensory imagination. What are you hearing? Who are you talking to? What are you wearing? What are you doing on a normal Tuesday in this fulfilled version of your life? Capture the core emotion. Is it peace, joy, relief, excitement, gratitude? Choose one dominant emotion and practice feeling it deliberately. Infuse this emotion into your daily life. Take a walk and feel as though you've already received it. Eat lunch like someone who's already aligned with success. Move your body with the grace of someone who knows they are loved and supported. You are training your nervous system to normalize the frequency of your desire. Feeling is the secret switch. You don't need more effort, you need more feeling. Emotions are your energetic broadcast. If you can maintain the emotion of your fulfilled desire, you are broadcasting the frequency that calls it into form. This is why some people attract so easily. They've learned to live in the vibration before the manifestation. You can do this too. Start small. Take 2 minutes in the morning to feel as though your dream life is already here. Throughout the day, pause and reconnect to that feeling, especially when doubt shows up. Before sleep, revisit the scene of your fulfilled desire. Fall asleep in that state. This emotional repetition becomes your new default vibration, and it will begin transforming your life without force. Don't wait to celebrate. Most people delay their celebration until after the result. But aligned creators celebrate early, because they know the feeling comes first. So smile now. Thank life now. Speak like it's done now. Dance, sing, stretch your arms to the sky, now. Your body doesn't know the difference between a memory, a dream, or a reality. It just responds to the emotion. So feed it the emotion of your future, and your reality will start to match it. Shift your identity to match the state. If you want to live in the feeling, you must also upgrade your self-concept. You cannot dwell in the vibration of abundance if you still secretly believe, I'm always behind. Things never work for me. I don't have what it takes. So ask yourself, who would I be if I already had this? Then become them. Now, this doesn't mean faking it. It means stepping into your true self, the version of you that's not afraid, not doubtful, not small. Wear what they'd wear. Speak how they'd speak. decide how they'd decide. This alignment is the ultimate declaration. I am no longer available for the old version of me. When you feel it, you become it. You don't manifest what you think, you manifest what you consistently feel. So don't ask, how do I get more money? Ask, how do I feel wealthy before it arrives? Don't ask, how do I get love? Ask, how do I feel loved, deeply right now? Your emotional state is your personal magnet, and the moment your dominant state becomes aligned with your desire, manifestation moves at quantum speed. Final thoughts on step 5. To align is to live in the state before the outcome. Don't wait for life to show you what's possible. Show life how serious you are with your emotions, your identity, and your presence. Because when you live as if it's done, the universe has no choice but to catch up. So take a deep breath, feel the version of you who already received. Now say, I live in the frequency of my desire. I walk as if it's already done. I celebrate in advance, and I welcome the reflection of my state into physical form. Your job is not to chase the desire. Your job is to become the version of you who already has it. Live in the feeling, and it must become real. 6. Become available. Make space for what you've asked for. You've aligned your energy. You've asked from a place of power. You've released control, and you've begun living in the vibration of the fulfilled desire. Now comes a step that's often overlooked, yet absolutely essential. You must become available for what you've asked for. This means you must create the emotional, mental, and physical space to actually receive what you claim you want. Manifestation doesn't flow into clutter. It flows into readiness. It flows into lives where there's room to receive. Let's explore how to make yourself truly available for the very thing you're asking the universe to send. Wanting versus welcoming. There's a massive difference between wanting something and being ready to receive it. Everyone wants a new level of success, love, or abundance. But most people are unknowingly blocking it because they haven't cleared the space in their lives, minds, or emotions. To receive, you must move from, I'm available for it now. This is energetic permission. It tells the universe, I'm not just wishing, I'm ready. If your life is full of chaos, unresolved emotion, limiting beliefs, and outdated habits, there's no space for new outcomes. Think about this. You want more money, but your current relationship with money is filled with fear, guilt, or avoidance. You want a new partner, but you haven't healed from the old one, or let go of the stories that say love is painful. You want a better job, but your schedule is so packed with low-vibe obligations that there's no bandwidth for opportunity. In these cases, the universe sees your request, but it also sees no room to land it. It's like trying to park a jet on a rooftop, there's just nowhere to land. So your task now is to make space, energetically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Audit your life. What are you still entertaining? Ask yourself, what am I still saying yes to that's not in alignment with my future? What relationships drain me or keep me tied to the past? What habits reinforce scarcity, fear, or smallness? Where am I tolerating what no longer fits my vision? This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Because awareness gives you back your power. Once you identify what's occupying the space where your manifestation belongs, you can begin clearing it, gently, intentionally, and with love. Your environment speaks volumes. Your outer environment reflects your inner vibration. If you want new outcomes, create a space that's congruent with what you're calling in. If you desire creativity, have you created a space that invites inspiration? If you desire new love, does your space make room for another person energetically? This doesn't mean perfection, it means intentionality. When you clean a closet, you're not just clearing junk, you're sending a signal. I have space for something new. When you donate old clothes, you're saying boundaries are sacred gates. To become available, you must protect your energy. Ask him, where am I leaking energy through poor boundaries? Who or what am I giving my power to out of obligation or guilt? Remember, every time you say yes to something that drains you, you say no to something that could elevate you. Set boundaries that reflect your new vibration. Say no to the old drama, no to the old patterns, no to anything that says you're still your path. You're not, you're becoming the version of yourself who's ready, and that version is selective with their energy. Upgrade your self-concept. Sometimes the reason you're unavailable to receive is internal, I don't deserve this yet. I haven't earned, it's too big for me, and I don't get that lucky. These silent beliefs form energetic walls. and they block what's trying to reach you. So begin rewriting the story. Say, it is safe for me to receive more. I am worthy of I am expanding into new levels with ease and grace. I no longer reject the good that seeks me. When your self-image aligns with your desire, the gates swing open. You don't have to force the outcome. You just stop resisting. Clear emotion, you clear reception. Unfelt emotions create static in your frequency. If you're holding on to resentment, regret, fear, or shame, it creates internal clutter. Take time to feel, release, and heal. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to create enough emotional clarity so that your receiving channel is open. One powerful practice: sit quietly, place your hand over your heart. Ask, what emotion am I still holding that no longer serves my vision? Then speak to it. I thank you, and I now release you. This release work isn't just healing, it's activating. It reopens the flow of what you've been calling in. Make physical room for the future. Sometimes becoming available is as literal as creating physical space. If you're manifesting a car, clean the garage. If you want a partner, clear a drawer or nightstand. If you want a new job, update your resume and open your schedule. These actions may seem small, but they carry an energetic weight. They say, I am not just hoping, I am expecting. And expectation is an invitation the universe can't ignore. Now the question is, have you made room to receive? Because life will not deliver to a full inbox. It will not place a blessing in the middle of chaos. So today, clean the space, release the past, set the boundary, say no to what no longer and say yes, fully, to what you've asked for. Tell the universe, I'm available now, I've cleared the path, my heart is open, my hands are ready. My life has room, I receive. That is how you become a true magnet, not just for desire, but for delivery. 7. Follow inspired action. Don't chase flow. You've aligned, you've asked, you've let go, you've made space to receive. Now, here's where many people make the mistake of either doing nothing or doing everything out of fear. But the next move is not about control or effort for the sake of effort. It's about responding to inspired guidance. Because manifestation is not just a spiritual process, it's a co-creation between you and the universe. And that means, you move when the nudge comes. You act when your spirit says, go. Let's talk about how to recognize, trust, and move with inspired action, the kind that aligns you with miracles. Manifestation needs motion. You are a vibrational being, but you are also a physical being, in a physical world. And physical realities often require physical steps. Alignment alone is powerful, but action anchors your energy. It sends a signal to the universe. I'm serious. I'm invested. I'm ready to walk toward what I've already claimed. But here's the key. Not all action is equal. The difference between hustle and inspired action is energy. Hustle says, have am I must make this happen, or else, if I don't grind, I won't succeed. I'm afraid, so I'll do more. Inspired action says, have am I. This feels exciting. This step is being revealed. I feel pulled, not pushed. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what feels like alignment. Recognizing inspired nudges. Inspired action is often subtle. It might come as pabam, a strong idea out of nowhere, a repeated thought that keeps coming back, a feeling to reach out to someone. Pabam, an inner voice whispering, try this. It won't always make logical sense, but it will feel alive. It will feel like, I don't know why, but I need to do this. That's not randomness. That's the universe speaking in the language of intuition. And when you obey that nudge, even if it seems small, doors open. The bridge of incidents. One of the most miraculous things about aligned manifestation is that once you're in the right vibration, the universe begins arranging a bridge of incidents. Small events that lead to your desire. You might hear a conversation that triggers a new idea. Padam. Receive an email that opens a new path. Each step feels like a coincidence. But it's not. It's part of a perfectly constructed path. Your job isn't to figure out the whole bridge. Your job is to take the next step that's shown to you. That's how the invisible becomes visible. Action from the frequency of already done. Let's be clear. Inspired action doesn't mean frantic energy. You are not taking action to get the thing. You are taking action because you're already aligned with it. There's a big difference. When you act from lack, your energy says, Pabam, I need to fix something. I have to prove my worth. But when you act from done, your energy says, Pabam, this is already mine. This is just the unfold. It's not action from desperation. It's action from faith. Be willing to move before the full path appears. One of the most powerful traits of a conscious creator is the willingness to move without full visibility. You may not know how it will all work out, but you know what's calling you forward right now. That is enough. If you wait until every step is clear, you'll never move. Because clarity comes from movement, not overthinking. The universe doesn't give you the whole staircase, just the next step. Your obedience to that step is what activates the next one. So trust what you see now, and move, even if it's small. Align, then act, not the other way around. Another trap people fall into is trying to act their way into alignment. But that's backwards. First, you align, then you act from that aligned state. This changes everything. If you're in fear and take action, you create more fear. If you're in love and take action, you expand that love. So never act just because you act because you're inspired, because your energy is clean, open and trusting. That's when your steps are blessed. Inspired action is effortless effort. People sometimes ask, how do I know if it's inspired? Here's a clue. You're in motion, but it doesn't feel forced. You're doing, but you're not drained. You're creating, but it feels joyful. This is not laziness. This is divine alignment. Effort is not the enemy. Misaligned effort is. When you're truly aligned, your action becomes flow. You move with clarity, confidence and grace, and everything begins responding to you. Obstacles may appear. Stay the course. Even when you're acting from inspiration, challenges may arise. Don't see them as signs to stop. See them as invitations to rise. Sometimes resistance shows up because you're getting close, because you're shifting timelines, because the old identity is crumbling. Keep going. If the nudge was pure, trust the path, even when it's bumpy. The river doesn't stop because it hits a rock, it flows around it. So should you. Final thoughts on step 7. Your alignment doesn't end with meditation. It expresses itself in how you move, how you respond, and what you say yes to. So today, pause and ask, what is the next inspired step I can take from alignment? Then take it. Maybe it's a call, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's saying no to something that doesn't match your energy, maybe it's walking into that opportunity you've been afraid of. Whatever it is, move, not out of fear, not out of desperation, but because you are aligned with the version of you who already has. That version acts differently. That version trusts the nudge. That version follows the flow. So take the step. It may seem small, but the universe will meet you there, with big results. 8. Protect the frequency. Maintain the alignment, daily. You've aligned your energy, you've asked with clarity, you've let go. You've begun to walk in the feeling, and you've moved with inspired action. But now comes the long game, the maintenance of your new vibration, because what you align with once, you must nurture daily. This is where many people lose momentum. They align for a day, maybe a week, but life happens, energy dips, distractions rise, fear returns, and suddenly their vibration starts to wobble. That's why this step is crucial. You must protect the frequency of what you've aligned with. Let's explore how to sustain your vibration with power and peace, no matter what's happening around you. Manifestation is a vibration game. Manifestation doesn't respond to what you say once, it responds to what you vibrate consistently. It's not about a perfect morning routine once a week. It's about how you think, feel, speak, and act throughout the day, every day. The good news, you don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be intentional. Just like a musician tunes their instrument daily, just like an athlete trains their body regularly, you must train your energy to stay in tune with your vision. Because the moment your frequency shifts back into fear, doubt, or scarcity, the flow slows down. And the more you protect your alignment, the faster your desires unfold. Watch your inner conversation. What are you saying to yourself when no one's watching? Your inner dialogue is like background music, and it either supports your manifestation or sabotages it. Are you speaking as someone who knows it's done, or are you rehearsing frustration, fear, or worry? Examples of aligned inner speech. What I desire is already on the way. I trust divine timing. This daily mental hygiene keeps your inner world clean and clear, which your outer world will reflect. Guard your energy like it's gold. Energy is your most precious asset, and yet, so many people give it away carelessly, to drama, toxic relationships, overstimulation, and endless scrolling. If you want to stay aligned, you must be selective with what you consume and who you engage with. Ask, does this conversation uplift me or drain me? Does this content raise my frequency or clutter my mind? Is this habit moving me closer to my vision or pulling me away? You don't have to isolate yourself, but you do have to curate your energy field. You are not obligated to stay connected to anything that doesn't match your desired vibration. Protect your peace. It's a magnet for miracles. Develop daily alignment rituals. Think of your alignment like a spiritual immune system. It needs daily nourishment. Here are powerful practices to maintain your frequency. Avarice, morning alignment. 10-15 mins. Upon waking, speak affirmations. Visualize your day going beautifully. Express gratitude for what's already yours in the unseen. Midday reset. Avarice, pause and breathe deeply for 2 minutes. Ask, am I still in alignment? If not, adjust your thoughts, posture or focus. Evening reflection. Avarice, celebrate small wins. Release any emotional clutter. Reaffirm your belief that it is already done. These tiny rituals stack up over time and keep your energy anchored to the version of you who already has what you've asked for. Normalize the new frequency. The more familiar you become with your desired state, the more natural it feels. So make your new identity your default set. If you're manifesting wealth, walk, talk, and breathe like someone who already knows financial freedom is normal. If you're calling in love, treat yourself the way you want to be treated now. The more your nervous system acclimates to the feeling of already having, the less resistance you'll face, and the faster your reality catches up. Your job is to normalize the extraordinary. Stay calm when the outside doesn't match yet. This is a big one. There will be moments when the 3D world doesn't seem to reflect your inner work yet. You'll feel aligned, but still see the same job, the same bank balance, the same challenges. This is where most people fall back into frustration. But this is actually a test of consistency. The outer world is on a delay. It's catching up to your dominant frequency. So stay calm, stay committed. When your reality says nothing's changing, reply, it's already changed. You just haven't seen it yet. This kind of certainty makes you unshakable, and it speeds up the shift. Don't argue for limitations. Beware of complaining, venting, or justifying your current circumstances. Every time you say, nothing ever works out, you're reinforcing the very reality you're trying to leave. Speak life. Speak forward. Speak like someone who believes in what they've aligned with. Words are energy. Your voice is a wand. Use it to maintain your vibration, not sabotage it. Remember, you can always realign. Don't strive for perfection. Strive for awareness. If you slip out of alignment, it's okay. The moment you notice, you can return. Realignment is always one breath away. Pause, breathe, reaffirm your vision. Say yes. I return to trust. I return to the feeling of my wish fulfilled. I realign now. This return is what keeps you powerful. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to be present, and presence is the access point to everything you desire. Final thoughts on step 8. Alignment is not something you do once. It's something you protect daily. Because your dream is sacred, your vision is valuable, your energy is the currency of your creation. So tend to it. Speak life. Choose joy. Pause when needed. And stay loyal to the version of you who already knows. It's done. It's mine. I don't just align with it, I live in it daily. That's how you become unstoppable. That's how you protect the frequency. That's how you become the vibration of what you've asked for, and stay there. 9. Detach from the how. Trust the divine delivery system. You've done the inner work. You've asked with clarity. You've aligned, acted, and protected your frequency. Now, you must let go of the most controlling part of the human mind, the need to know how your manifestation will unfold. This step is not just a practice. It is a surrender. It is a spiritual discipline. It is the conscious act of saying, I don't need to micromanage the universe. I only need to trust it. Because if you try to figure out the how, you block the flow. If you try to force the timing or method, you shrink the magic. Your job is alignment. The universe's job is orchestration. Let's explore how to truly release the how and live in radical trust. Why you must let go of the how. The how is rooted in control. It says, I must know what step comes next. I need to be certain of how this will happen. Trying to predict or plan every detail is a sign of misalignment, not faith. The more you cling to specifics, the less space you leave for divine intelligence to do its work. And make no mistake, the universe is infinitely more creative than you are. When you let go of the how, you allow possibilities greater than your imagination to unfold. Detachment is not indifference, it's power. Let's be clear, detaching from the how doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you release attachment to how it arrives. You drop the urgency around timing. You stay in alignment regardless of conditions. Detachment is not passive, it's powerful presence. It says, I'm so aligned with the outcome that I don't need to manipulate it. This is magnetic energy. When you no longer need the manifestation to complete you, it comes quickly, because you've already become the version of you who doesn't chase. Trusting the invisible timeline. You can't always see what's shifting behind the scenes, but just because something isn't visible doesn't mean nothing's happening. Think of a seed underground. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the process. You keep watering it with belief, gratitude, and presence. Your manifestation is no different. It is unfolding in unseen realms, and the only thing that delays it is your doubt. So stay rooted in trust. Say, I don't see it yet, but I know it's coming. I don't need to figure it out. It's already figured out. I am at peace with the unknown. That's how you collapse timeline. Surrender the logic. Embrace the magic. Your logical mind wants plans, steps, and control. But manifestation requires a different intelligence. Faith. Logic says, this doesn't make sense. But faith says, everything is possible when I align. What's meant for me is already on its way. Even if I don't see the path, I know I'm on it. The how is often too big, too beautiful, and too multidimensional for your current mind to grasp. So don't try to shrink it into a formula. Let it surprise you. Detachment creates space for miracles. When you release the how, you create energetic space. That space is sacred. In that space, unexpected opportunities appear. The perfect job, client, idea, or healing reveals itself effortlessly. And the best part, it doesn't feel like striving, it feels like synchronicity. You'll say things like, I don't know how it happened, but it did. That's the beauty of detachment. It invites the miraculous. Use this powerful daily affirmation to anchor this step into your daily life. Speak this affirmation with conviction. I release the how. I trust divine timing and divine delivery. What I desire is on its way in ways better than I can imagine. I am calm, I am open, and I am already aligned. Let this become your vibration. Let it become your reality. Avoid these common how traps. 1. Obsessive planning. Yes, it's good to be responsible, but if your plans are rooted in fear, they're blocks. Check your energy. Are you planning out of trust or panic? Are you moving in faith or forcing outcomes? 2. Over-researching. Endless Googling, learning and reading often become distractions from trusting your inner guidance. You already know enough. Now let the universe show you more. 3. Needing constant reassurance. If you're constantly asking, is it working, is it coming, you're in worry, not trust. Instead, choose certainty. Say, I'm not waiting, I'm aligning. I don't chase, embody it's already done energy. When you truly detach from the how, your entire vibration shifts. You walk differently. You speak differently. You make decisions from a place of power, not panic. You no longer look for proof. You become the proof. This energy is irresistible to the universe. It draws in people, ideas, and events that support your desire, because you've become a match for it. Not by begging, not by chasing, but by trusting. You must release your grip on the how and fall into divine trust, because your greatest manifestations don't come from force, they come from faith. So today say, I let go of the how, I release control, I open myself to a greater intelligence. I trust that what's mine is making its way to me now, perfectly, precisely, and in divine order. Then breathe, smile, and keep walking in alignment. Because when you no longer need to know how, the how shows up in ways that take your breath away. 10. Live as if it's already yours. Embody the reality you desire. You've aligned. You've asked. You've released control. You've acted inspired. You've maintained your frequency. You've surrendered You're now at the final and most powerful step. Live as if what you desire is already your reality. This is the ultimate secret of manifestation, not just thinking or feeling it, but being it every day. Why living as if is the game changer. The universe doesn't respond to your wants, it responds to your being. Your outer world always reflects your inner state. So if you want abundance, confidence, love, or success, you must become the embodiment of that reality now. Living as if means kevu, dressing like the person you want to be. Speaking like you've already arrived, making decisions from that elevated identity. Feeling the emotions of your fulfilled desire in the present moment. This practice rewires your subconscious mind. It rewires your vibration. It aligns your energy to the frequency of your fulfilled wish. And when your energy matches your desire, the universe has no choice but to respond. The power of identity shift. Many people fail to manifest because they remain attached to their old identity. They say, Kevu, I want to be rich, but I'm still poor. I want love, but I feel unlovable. I want success, but I'm a failure. The truth is, you cannot attract a new reality while holding tightly to the old one. You must shift your identity. Ask yourself, Kevu, who am I when I already have what I want? How do I think? How do I carry myself? How do I respond to challenges? Then step into that identity. Act as if so fully that even your doubts don't recognize the difference. Visualization. See it, feel it, live it. Visualization is a cornerstone of living as if. Every day, take time to hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the success. Immerse all your senses in the experience. This sensory immersion creates powerful neural pathways in your brain. It convinces your subconscious mind that this reality is true, even before it physically arrives, and your subconscious will adjust your beliefs, behaviors, and energy accordingly. Kevu. Speak in the present tense. Language shapes reality. So speak your desires in the present tense, not the future. Say, Kevu, I am financially free. I am thriving in my dream career. Avoid phrases like I will be or I want to be. These imply lack or delay. Instead, speak as though your desire is already here. This reinforces your identity shift and deepens your alignment. Act as if in your daily life. Living as if isn't just mental, it's practical. You might, Kevu, dress in a way that reflects your future self. Organize your space as if you already live in abundance. Choose activities that support your growth and joy. Spend time with people who inspire and uplift you. Kevu, manage your finances responsibly, as your abundant self would. These physical actions send signals to your mind and the universe. They demonstrate your commitment to embodying your desire. Embrace the feeling of gratitude. Gratitude is the emotional fuel for living as if. When you feel grateful for what you have and what's coming, you raise your vibration exponentially. Gratitude tells the universe, make gratitude a daily practice. Kevu, write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning or night. Feel genuine appreciation for small blessings. Thank the universe for your manifestations as if they've already arrived. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your frequency high. Be consistent and patient. Living as if requires consistency. It's a daily commitment, not a one-time effort. Some days will be easier than others. You might feel doubt or frustration, but remember, Kevu, every time you choose to embody your desired reality, you strengthen your manifestation. Every moment of alignment moves you closer. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Trust that what you are becoming is unfolding perfectly. Handle setbacks with grace. Setbacks don't mean failure. They are part of growth. When challenges arise, respond from your new identity. Kevu, stay calm. Affirm your vision. Instead, obstacles become lessons or detours. They refine your vibration and clarify your path. Kevu, the ultimate test. Act as if, even when it's hard. The real power of living as if shines brightest when external circumstances contradict your inner belief. When bills are due, when relationships are strained, When doubts scream loudest, that's when you double down. Choose your inner reality over outer appearances. Stand firm in your truth. This courage deepens your alignment and accelerates manifestation. Final empowering words. You are not waiting for your dreams to arrive. You are already the creator of your reality. By living as if, you collapse the distance between desire and experience. You make the invisible visible. You become a living magnet, drawing to you the exact life you imagine. So today, decide, I will live as if it's already mine. I will act, speak, and feel like the fulfilled version of me. I will embody my desires fully and fearlessly. Do this, and watch the universe bow to your unwavering vibration.